honestly thought you weren't going to make it back there, Adam. It's the around your house getting a glass there. Hi. Welcome to the Chess After Show, episode number 152 with Lonestar Tactical. We've actually got quite a lot to get through tonight as well. So,
all right, don't make it sound like a chore, Andrew.
No. I'm just thinking.
Oh God, we've got loads to get through.
How dare we have discussions? Right. So, because we sort of started discussing it, what is everyone drinking first off?
I'll go first, since it's to hand. Yellowtail, jammy, white roux, the best. Lovely.
Any smoked bourbon?
I finished that. I need to order another bottle. I'm not going to lie. That stuff is the shit.
Oasis Zero.
Oasis Zero for the healthy. Evening, Dan. Alex Hillary's here. Hey, Alex. She's on the gram.
I'm just drinking juice tonight. I am.
Oh, I'll bring up Instagram on my
phone.
Yeah,
you were saying about you were drinking the lemon juice, like living your best life.
Yeah, lemon Coca-Cola. It's lovely. Reminds me of being down the pub.
Lemon Coke. Oh.
Yeah.
Mine was cherry Coke, but it's all gone.
It's gone.
Oh, we should have done is a mad run around the house before we started, like Adam. So I bought this today. I saw this. I found a Fireball. I'm 35 in a few weeks' time, and I've never drunk Fireball whiskey.
You've never?
No. And I used to work in a bar. I never used to work in a bar. I used to work in a bar as well for like a year and a half.
Are we breaking your virginity live on?
We are. It was in B&M.
It's descended in chaos already.
Snowman's Airsoft is here. Hulk's here. Hulk's got a tiny 2-litre bottle of Coca-Cola. Happy days. We need to get a donation thing for Hulk. Like get Hulk to the UK for a game.
We need to get Hulk over here.
One thing we have got new, well, not new, but I keep forgetting to do it. We now have a QR code you can join the Discord at. So join it.
Can do that.
We'll send Ailey round to your house to rough you up. Shall we get into it?
If we have to.
We'll start off.
I'm too enthusiastic.
Actually, first things first. Eddie, just give a brief introduction to yourself for the viewers.
I think most people probably know me by now anyway, if they haven't met me at various different events. So I own and run Lonestar Tactical. We manufacture the masks, protective masks, and we have done since 2021. November 2021 was when we launched the masks. That's about it, really. And we're starting a second business, Lonestar Pro, which we're going to launch next month, hopefully, when I'm back from Germany. That's the idea. So
cool.
That's it.
We did briefly speak about that, but you said you're not going to give too much away at the moment because of reasons, which I completely get. Chesney's saying we should do an event live from a Wetherspoons and give the table code out. Could you imagine?
That might be late night Fridays or whatever we call it.
Do you know what? Let's actually fucking do it. Once the wedding's out of the way and that, we've got a game. Let's actually just go somewhere for a weekend. Like we'll just go to Wetherspoons.
We need to get you down south, so
live stream.
South. I vote south.
Yeah, but you lot are good. I'll just be setting you guys up as well because I don't drink, but people can like order drinks, and I was like, there you go. I'll be the one that will be recording, reminding everyone on what happens.
Has somebody got Discord pinging in the background? All I can hear is
it's me.
I guess it's not me.
I don't know how to turn it off.
And the thing is, as well, I've got R1. I've got one going on. I've got R1 going on as well with a couple of things. Like there's a couple of bits, but nothing like this. And Dan saying you don't drink, you get bowls of peas.
Oh, Adam's
favourite people. See if they take the hits.
Adam loves peas.
Right,
so if we do it,
Devil
Adam
bogies.
loves a bowl of peas.
Devil bogies.
Right, so we've got to address this because so many people fell for it. The amount of messages I was getting. So yeah, if you fell for it, yeah, you're an April Fool. We're not opening a new site. Although
I should wear it.
the amount,
But
Well, now,
the amount of people that were like, "You've got to do it. You got to do it." Like this sounds
I
amazing.
think
It's like
we
I
did a
actually wish we
pretty good
could.
job.
we've got the know-how between us.
What do we call it? Last of
we
many.
just don't have the money.
Well,
Last
yeah,
of
that's
many,
probably
Banzio.
a big thing.
Yeah,
Everything's
Um,
expensive.
just a small minor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dread to think what
Doesn't
rent is on
worry
a decent sized CQB site.
Many pennies.
It's a shame because I like
Unfortunately,
that.
I didn't win the lottery last night, so
I tried as well. We'll have to keep trying. You never know. If we win the
Yeah.
lottery one day, then we'll do it.
And if anyone else wins the lottery and wants us to run a site for them, it is the last of many Banzio. That will be the official name. And come fight me, Jamie. I hear you're good at that. Yeah, that's almost a year since that happened. Can you believe it? It's like almost literally a year.
I don't know this story.
We'll tell you
Oh,
off
God.
air.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll just guide you to a previous episode and you can just watch the shit show. It was worth it. On to a more positive things. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to go on to Kelly, friend of ours, friend of the show. Everyone should know her by now.
And if you don't, you must be living under a rock.
Literally, she has launched.
Do better.
Yeah, get good. She has launched her new site, which actually looks fucking fire.
Yeah, I had a
It
been
looks
having
so
a look
good.
through it. It is really
And if
good.
you're not already subscribed, why not?
Can we get someone to do us a website? Because ours literally just takes you to a page for the podcast and like episodes, and that's it. And I just don't have the time to go and get one done myself.
I think we should speak to our IT technician.
Who's that? Which
Josh.
one? Oh, Josh. Well, we've got Josh. We've got Brad
I'm just the
helping him
guy
out
that set
now.
up our whole Discord.
No, we got fucking Brad helping him now as well. You bell chop.
The IT department, then.
Yes. I'm just thinking of Richard Ayoade with the fucking screen just going. But you've got all the blog posts here, all about how to contact, etc. Like it is literally like such an
It looks
amazing
good.
job of it.
I had a look at
It's
it.
really, it's a really good site. I like the way that she sort of speaks about it all as well. It is nice.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
You can tell she's passionate about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And
We're
Yeah.
genuine.
definitely
well.
getting
It's really
honest,
genuine.
unbiased
Yeah.
opinions, I would say, as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice to see. It's an actual genuine reviews on things, and just I talk to a normal person. There's no fakeness behind it, which is lovely.
This is it. And when I shared it earlier, she obviously shared it back with like the little that thing emoji. And I was like, but it's positive
Oh,
stuff.
how do you do the millennial one?
Positive person.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. No, I don't know.
No, not millennial.
Just-
Gen Z, whatever. That one? It's this.
If you're down
gonna
with
say,
it, you
Just
do
stick
that
to that
one.
one.
That's the one.
If
That's the
you're
one.
old like us, it's that one.
I was going to say, I don't know which one
Damn it.
I'm technically classed as.
This one. I think me and you are on the cusp, Andy.
What do you mean, me and you? I'm like almost 10 years older than you.
Quite.
Almost.
That's
the
it.
oldest here?
I'm round Andy's age.
Yeah, I think there's only a matter of months separating us.
Literally months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest,
Adam's
put it
just
that way,
geriatric. Yeah.
so.
Just a baby.
Just a
Oh,
baby.
baby.
Yeah, no, honestly, go check out her website, femfataleairsoft.com. Make sure it's awesome. She's done an amazing job of it. What else we got? Let's just go through.
That's true.
Brad just brought.
Brad's just made.
Brad's made a valid point here, and this is the thing.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet.
Unless it's about a
That's
certain
not
nameless
the
person
story.
on this episode, and then you can pretty much believe everything that you hear.
Yeah, to be fair,
yeah.
there was even when I got into the sport, there was a lot of sort of chatter and negative comments and things like that. But when I actually looked into her myself, it was like, why? There's no reason for any of this. It's like actually she's really cool, like really cool person.
It's exactly the same.
And
Though
Kelly is lovely. Yeah.
you hear all the stories about those who are old enough to remember Matt the Musketeer. And Adam, it may just be me and you because
everybody's giving like blank looks. It's like,
like in the chat, there'll be
now.
people that remember as well. People who've been playing for years, and it was. I'll never forget Justin telling me about this because he was telling me that Matt went to a game at the jail one day. Didn't say he was going. Nothing. Just turned up and played, and then sort of towards the end of the day, people had found out he'd been there, and. They were like, "Oh, Matt the Musketeer is cheating, blah blah blah, not taking his hits. I fucking shot him." And Justin's going, "Are you sure you shot him?" And they're like, "Yeah, definitely shot him." And he didn't call it. And he goes, "Well, you must be a good shot then, because he left at fucking lunchtime." And like this is half of it.
Yeah.
It's like, if you've genuinely been up against a player and had shit like that go on, then you can understand people having gripes. Like if you've genuinely experienced it yourself.
Yeah, it's just all hearsay.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, I had exactly the same when I got back into airsoft. People were saying about Kelly, and then when I finally met her, I was like, huh? Nothing of what
I've never
anybody
been able to
told
meet
me
her in
was true.
person.
I
have
honestly
seen a lot
think,
of
right, this is my
posts and
theory,
stuff.
and this may be controversial, but I don't care because I'm entitled to my opinion. But I reckon it's just the thirsty boys that have been turned down and rejected.
Yeah,
Probably.
Honestly, like I can guarantee you that is half of what the problem is. It's all the people that think, "Oh yeah," almost like, how can is it like an entitlement? Is that the word?
Yeah.
And it's like, but
You think
when
because
you
you
meet
see
her,
someone on
she's
social media, etc., that you know them and you don't.
this is it,
No, you
and
don't.
it's only sitting down and actually getting to know Kelly, getting to talk to her, having her on the show as well.
I think we definitely need to get her back on now.
I've already sown the seeds for that one today as well. I've had a chat today, so
I think also
Great minds think alike.
I think also is the fact that people are jealous of somebody who appears to succeed.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like
Definitely.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what part of it is in the airsoft world.
Yeah, they're just doing better than them, and they don't like
yeah,
it.
that's right. Rather
And then
than
we just
kind of
come on here and
seeing
do this
everybody
shit show.
we just try and get on. People try to make deals out of things. They don't like this person because they're doing this, or they don't like that person because they do that. So
Silky here as well, just showing like the kind of person that she is. So he said that he's never met her, but on Lily Pig's 18th birthday, she sent her a birthday wishes video. So like even just little
that's
gestures
lovely.
like that, and that's the sort of thing.
not jealous or
Ches.
See, I commented on a few of her little posts on Insta and that, and she'd always have a conversation with you and really supportive, which is lovely.
This is
You
it.
could just tell it's like she's genuine, but not everyone.
Absolutely.
They always have to think negative, and it's just like get on with it. It's like see you later.
Right, moving on. We have we could actually talk about it now. So those who watched the ASG episode, who remembered the super secret project that we couldn't talk about, we can now talk about it, which is the
Been a long time
ASG
coming.
Pit Viper.
And I'm excited if you couldn't already tell.
Really?
Okay, where's the video first? Let's find the video. Ailey was like a kid at Christmas, honestly. Like
I
it was
genuinely was like,
unbelievable.
massive
Like I
smile on
was
my
with the
face.
D10C.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just share my screen here. Of course, it puts the fucking thing over there.
What a great screen grab that is.
Just see the reaction there.
Just me like,
Look at the
It
smile.
was though.
That says all of it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, when a gun makes you smile like that, you know it's good.
Yes, it's the one. That's it.
100%, and it was like, I mean, we shot quite a few things that day as well.
yeah,
And
that's definitely the one that put the biggest smile on my face.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, like it just looks nice. It feels nice.
Yeah.
And just for clarity, by the way, that was a pre-production version of it, so that isn't the final
Disclaimer.
product you're going to get. Disclaimer, blah blah blah. Cover all the legal stuff.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, because it
And I
was
believe-
blank. It was blank, wasn't it? It hadn't got any trademarks or.
Yeah, it
or anything.
was just a test version at the time.
And I believe
So
we
if-
only have to wait a
if that
matter
was-
of weeks for it to be released as well, which is even
They're
Yeah,
better.
gonna be. They're
yeah,
not gonna
they
be in
put a
stock
date on
long.
there.
Bet you.
No.
And the thing is, like, even though that was the pre-production model, it was still an absolute animal of a gun. So
Yeah, was it?
if they've made improvements to it since then, it's going to be even better again.
I think I might have to get one.
Absolutely.
So I've got my ASG Evo, obviously. So
Yes,
It'd be
obviously.
rude not to have.
I know
Yeah.
but it would be rude not to have it side by side. I
Exactly.
don't normally run
100%.
side arm, but I can make exceptions.
So this is what I need. I'm really
Solitron's
rubbish at
asking
running
what we're talking
sidearms
about.
or
What kind of pistol? It's the ASG Pit Viper. So it's just it's a 2011. It's classed as, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. But yeah, I'm really rubbish at running my sidearm, so I need to get better at it to then be able to make use of.
Use their
the
official
pistol.
photos.
That was the first one to make me smile as well, the Evo.
Yeah, we.
Oh, that is nice.
You had to go with
Really
the,
nice.
It's just the little, and it
It just
actually
feels
felt
nice.
like a
It's got a
decent
good weight
version.
to it, etc. as well. Like
Yeah.
it just feels quality for sure.
I've had previous iterations of the John Wick guns,
And also, it's also worth mentioning that it's CO2 as well. It's not.
yeah,
green.
CO2. Yeah,
Oh. That'll make a
Oh, there you
difference.
go. Sold it. I've not got a CO2 gun.
There you go.
CO2 is great fun.
Until it tries to.
Solitron
with a
Tactical is asking: is there anything that defines it as better than every other pistol on the market? Just at the end of the day,
it's John Wick. What's
it's
not to like?
subjective. My personal opinion, as far as the John Wick guns goes, I've had them in the past, like other versions of them from different manufacturers over the years, from different films. And this was the first one that actually just felt nice, and it felt like it was built properly, and it didn't feel flimsy and cheap and tacky and made of pot metal.
Yeah.
And like for me personally, it was CO2 powered as well, so you've got that consistency over the green gas as well. So
Yeah.
as far as if you want to go for a John Wick style sidearm, then and you don't want to pay mega bucks, this is the one to get.
For sure.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's better than other pistols on the market, just because that's always going to be subjective. But I liked it. AD is probably going to end up buying about 5.
I need at least 2.
Is that one each?
Yeah.
Dual meal it.
And then I'll just walk up and go, do you know what these are called? Mine. And just walk off. But yeah, no, we loved it. To answer Solitron's question in a nutshell, I couldn't tell you what defines it as better than every other pistol on the market. It was just my opinion was if you want something John Wick style, then this is the one to buy out of all of the ones that I've tried over the years. Because I think Umarex did one, but even that wasn't that well built. I mean, look at the GHK Glock they did. I love that thing, but it is trash and it needs a lot of work doing to it.
I want one. Yeah.
Let me get all the bits in to upgrade it, and I'll let you know how much it costs after the upgrades, and we'll see if it's worth it for you. Because Adam and Adi will tell you as well, like it's just not great on the FPS, and things like that. It needs some bits added into it. I do wonder if it's
for the
got
money
a
that you pay
nozzle.
For one. It's a bit disappointing of it.
Yeah.
This is it. It doesn't perform how you'd expect a £400 sidearm to perform.
I think I'm into my Glock far more than that now. Yeah.
But this is it as well. Once I start bunging upgrades into it, that price is just going to skyrocket, and then you might as well buy the. Did they ever release that? Do you remember? Who is it? GBLS were going to release the 1911. But I wonder if that ever actually happened. Now I'm just going to Google it.
I remember when Red Wolf did a Nighthawk Customs 1911 with steel.
Ailey's posted the link in the private chat.
It's just a little bit expensive.
Yeah, 1,000 quid for a pistol.
Well, that's
and then it's got
wow.
You can't even put a torch on it.
Right. Sorry, I've got to share this screen because this has literally made me feel ill.
So what's different to any other gas 1911?
Oh no. Yeah, well the thing is they've gone for
No.
a really traditional 1911 look
Yeah.
there. haven't they?
Looks like something you get off a fucking Wellsbourne market.
I think it's like
Only Midlands
realistic
people will know
Max.
that reference, but
Down
yeah.
this way, it's down the
Good
seafront.
old Waymarket.
It has a realistic 7+1 round capacity as well.
Oh.
So you're going to need a shitload of mags for
Oh
it.
my god.
But the thing that made me sick, right? This bit here, two-tone. Yeah, you spend.
I bet they
£1,000
charge extra to two-tone it as
Yeah.
well.
You know what? Let's try it. No, not
No.
according to that.
Thank
Good.
God.
Not at that price.
But even so, like the fact that there's a two-tone there. No, get fucked. I'm not paying a two-tone that. I wouldn't buy it anyway. To be fair, like I can understand, like with rifles going for realistic capacity, especially if you're used to real steel shooting, and you're used to changing mags, and that's what you're after from your primary. But with secondaries, yeah. So I've got some questions coming in. On Instagram, we've got Snowman's Airsoft asking, what do we think of more old school styled sidearms, 1911 without rails and such? There's always going to be part of me personally that is there for the classics.
Yeah.
And it's like the revolvers as well, things like that. You know, there's always going to be a part of me that likes a classic gun. But at the same time, like seeing as I play mostly like sites like the jail where it's
you'd be
pitch
fucked in the
black,
dark
you need,
with it.
yeah, you'd have to go to the old school from the old films, the pistol and the torch like that, going around corridors.
Yeah, but you got to have a mag light that's about that long.
Oh yeah, one of the ones that
That's about as useful as a fucking candle.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't see it.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't.
there we go.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Ooh,
Look at the price.
Oh, I'll have two.
jeez.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
They do it. Obviously, that's the silver one, but they do a normal, not black. What do they call it? I can't remember the name, but they do another one. But I remember when they came out about 7 or 8 years ago, and they were like $2,000. You know, it's ridiculous. Sorry, I
Yeah,
jumped
it's-
in there.
No, it's fine.
don't be.
That's what it's all
Don't
about.
apologise. You're here to jump into the conversation. But yeah, it's like I'm always going to have a soft spot for classic sidearms, classic rifles. You know, there's some things that like some of the old World War II stuff. If they made decent versions
You're
of it, I'd
welcome
be
to
buying
that
them.
part of our demographic as a
Yeah,
team.
see, I'm more into I like the custom sort of guns what people do. I like them.
I went to the state when I went to Florida. They had an M1 on the range, and I was literally like, I just want it just so. It was a vain thing, but I literally only shot a M1 just to hear it go ting once I cleared the clip. That was the only reason I wanted to shoot it.
That's one of the only rifles you're allowed to say clip as well.
Yeah. London
just
Ghosts
need
are on
to
Instagram
quickly-
saying they demand cake.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I just need to quickly address that.
Go. Address it. I thought you were going to go into more. Then I was waiting for the follow up.
Yeah.
No, she's addressed it.
There you go.
Yeah, no fair.
For the
Bring your
people
own
listening
cake.
to this on audio, she has flipped somebody the middle finger.
It's the London Ghosts. It's fine.
Not audio descriptive.
The question is, which one of the London Ghosts is on there?
Mm,
Is it Ezekiel?
probably
Or is it the tactical Ewok or Redneck? We will leave our secretary to find that out.
I'm sure they'll let us know. But yeah, I will bring cake next time we see you guys. Probably, if we can, drag Andy down south somewhere at some point and we'll link up.
Ironside!
Yes!
Don't. There's a
Redneck can't come back, sorry.
the jail was saying about their 10th anniversary game. I think it was on the 4th of May.
I thought I was going to
like-
mention it to you, but you're banned, so.
Well,
Oh, hang on, that
Thank you
date as
for
well. I've already asked you about that date.
Mm,
Huh?
The 4th of May. I've actually meant
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something else on the 4th of May
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
May the 4th be with you.
oh yeah. Oh,
Oh
shit.
yeah, you can't double book.
Hang on. So what's
Have
that?
I
Yeah,
missed something?
I'm
What's
banned from
happening on the
Airsoft. I'm banned for a month. No, Kerry invited us up to. Is
And
it
you haven't
Berserker?
told them yet.
I saw you put it in the group chat.
boss.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I saw you put it in the group chat for everyone to view. So if they haven't seen it, that's on them.
Okay, looks like we're doing that as well then.
Well,
I
no,
don't
4th of May,
remember
I
this.
got asked by a friend, basically just to get a group of people together and rent out Berserker privately. And the guys have offered to give us 2 marshals for the day. And obviously, it works out a lot cheaper if we all sort of chip in as well. But it's just a load of us, literally no occasion, just going there to have a laugh. A lot of them haven't even tried the site. But it was just like, oh, Kerry, do you want to do us a favour? Do you want to see if you can get some people together? In less than 24 hours, I've got 35
How
people.
far is it?
That sounds like our private game at the jail all over again.
I didn't even try. I got over 20 odd. You think
that honestly, that was
less
giving
than
me such
24
anxiety.
hours, and I'm at 34, 35. And I've not even carried on asking people. There's still more to ask. But I was like, I'm
our
capping
calendar
it.
is clear, Ailey.
Is it Berserker Airsoft the Gulag?
Yeah, the Gulag. Yes, it is.
Do you know what? That
That
actually,
It is a really good site.
that's actually kind of doable.
Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, right
Pretty
next
much,
to
yeah.
well, where I am.
I'm going to
basically.
say that's basically on your
10 minutes
doorstep,
from
isn't it?
We'll see what we can do.
The thing is, as well, I've got to try and fit South Hearts Airsoft in. I've seen them in the chat tonight as well. We need to get down to them to play as well at some point. And all these sites. So while we're on about sites, we'll stop sharing that. Just in case anyone zooms in and tries to find out where I live.
Yeah, don't dox yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I always say in that area, the Great Yarmouth area, East Coast.
So, Battle Stations Activity Centre. Kerry, this one's all you because this is your site. So tell us what to expect.
It's not my site. It's the site I marshal at.
No, it's your site. It is officially.
Hashtag disclaimer.
Hashtag no. No, you guys. Well, there's nothing really to say about it. You guys are coming down to play it, aren't you, on Saturday?
Just give us a heads up of what to expect, really.
Right. Really close CQB. Obviously, depending on weather, it is. Someone's really excited.
I've even bought another mag and some CO2 bulbs for.
Oh yeah. If you want to run pistol, you could run pistol all day on this site. Limits and everything go on what weight BB you're running. Duels are always the same. You're allowed your pyros, things like that. No tag grenades, but when I say close, easiest way to do it because you normally play at the jail. Just imagine playing inside the buildings at jail, but that's the entire map.
What, like 90% of people don't?
Well, there's a lot of them that just stay outside the buildings. I was watching. There's quite a few that just stay outside.
I can't imagine it being worse than level 2.
I've never been to that one.
We enjoyed that game when it pissed it down at the jail. And Justin said to us he specifically designed all the games to be played indoors, and within 5 minutes of the game starting, 90% of players were outside the buildings fighting in the piss and rain.
Yeah.
Well, this is outside CQB site, so if it is raining, it does get quite muddy. It gets muddy. I'm going to say it gets very, very muddy, but it's still fun.
What do you mean gets? It probably still is from the last fucking 6 months of rain.
And there's a jet.
Right.
There's a jet.
There's a jet. Oh, yeah, you got the plane. Yes, you commented on that when that's when I was doing the gun guns, weren't it?
I want the jet.
Last Friday.
We've
had
got
that
jet.
there.
What?
When I done that was last Friday when I was at Young Guns. I done a little walk round.
That's what I've just said, Craig.
Craig's just done you massive there.
Yeah, he's done me. He's done me fair.
On the jet,
it's the first after show.
Hang on, I will reply to that.
Yeah, that was on the middle map. That was so. I done a walk round. I done a live. I think it was just after lunchtime. While I was doing the Young Guns, which we do each Friday during half terms, which I'm actually doing tomorrow as well. So that'd be a good day. The kids are very enthusiastic about airsoft.
Anything that involves guns, kids like.
Yeah, they do, and honestly, they are so good. They really are. They like last week. They were really getting into it and just having
Probably
so much
better
fun.
than some of the adults.
They, I've marshalled them probably as long as what I've marshalled the adult games and that, and yeah, they are, and it's just their enthusiasm sometimes is just completely off the charts, and they get so into it, but they'll add the fun element to it as well, because they'll start doing like rolling around, ducking, and wild noises, and it's just they make it so much fun for everybody. But at the same time, they also support each other as well. So you'll get a few that always come to Young Guns. So there's some that I've known for years now. So I've seen them grow up and develop through airsoft. And they'll get a new one, and like straight away they're like, "Come, mate, I know where to go." And they'll take them under a wing. They'll pass their gun over and say, "Oh, what do you think? Try this." And it's just amazing. You don't even have to say nothing. Yeah. It's really,
that's what it's all
really
about
nice
at the end of the day.
Yeah, it really is. And I do like the Young Guns because some of them love airsoft, but the skirmish is a little bit too intimidating for them, which is fair enough. You got anything between 40 to 80 to 100 players in one area that are probably going to be a lot taller than you, all geared up. That's a lot. There's a lot to take in.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's why the
even if they're all absolutely lovely, it's still intimidating for somebody younger or shorter or smaller.
Yeah. Oh, but then saying that, I've got some of the Young Guns that play the adult games, and they are brutal. They are. The people, I don't want to shoot a kid. I was like, don't hesitate with them. Don't.
I was going to say, you get two streams. You get the skinny little fucker that comes around to someone my size and build and is like, and then you get the complete opposite of that, and then they'll just charge you over.
I always say,
put all the pins on your grenades and
I don't care. Some of them just don't care. The ones that I train and I've taught, and main thing is have fun with it and just enjoy yourself. And don't lose your temper. If you do get a little bit annoyed, which everyone does, just come off for a little bit, speak to the marshals, and just chill, and then come back out. But some of the kids, and I'll say the adults, and they're like, "I don't want to shoot them. I don't want to shoot. Oh, I feel really mean." I was like, "Don't." I was like, "They're going to shoot you. You run out the water, point blank. They're not going to hesitate. They will shoot." They are good, bless them. But yeah, you can't have that playing, unfortunately, Eddie. Boss won't let it go. It's part of
the Tactical Viking is saying you guys will love the helicopter. Whatever that means.
Everything's for sale if you got enough money.
Yeah.
I actually say that in my the helicopter. No, there's no helicopter. There is no helicopter.
Yeah, I was a bit confused by that because I don't remember.
No, there's a structure that was meant to be built in Village. It was eventually going to become a helicopter that you could go into. But obviously we've had a few storms and things like that has just obliterated some of the buildings. So the focus has been on that side of it rather than the cosmetic side. Let's just say that, like the building silly little things.
Yeah, but let's be honest, we are so unprepared for a storm. When I was out in Florida, it was literally a couple of months after Hurricane Irma had gone through a few years. So that was 2017, and you could see the devastation still to some places around there. And then they said, "Oh yeah, the UK's getting a hurricane." While we were out there, and we were like, "Oh, what are the odds of that? It hits the UK when we're in Florida, which is renowned for it." And the only news story I could find was that someone's trampoline had blown onto some railway lines. And that was it.
No.
And I was like, I'm literally looking at these buildings that are like
down road.
Oh yeah, this was it. But I was sitting there going, I could see the destruction an actual hurricane can cause.
Yeah, that's the thing though. You are right. We're not prepared for it. And I think where battle stations is as well, it's quite an open area. So the wind, sometimes it did really hit, but obviously we just had to keep rebuilding, and it's got stronger and stronger each time. It's now like there's no issues now, but just things like building the helicopter, it's just sort of took a back step really.
Ches, you're getting Ches and Craig are built for each other. I think we've got to do some matchmaking here. I'm sure they bounced back to the trampoline.
Oh dear.
The trouble is, though, as you say, we're not prepared, and especially like up Norfolk, that sort of way, it is mostly flat, like very flat in some parts. So
it is. It does blow you away a little bit. And the same thing, like the summer. Oh my god, it's like there's a heat trap there. It is so warm.
I mean, it's meant to be about 21 degrees on Saturday. So
yeah, it's
you're going to be melted. You're
going to be quite humid.
Yeah, you're going to be melted by the end of the day because it's literally.
I might play in shorts.
You'll spawn.
At least I'm not wearing a fluffy onesie this time.
Yeah, you'll spawn. You'll run out. You'll probably die. Respawn. It's just constantly.
Oh God, Ches, what are you doing?
It's not a slow
Is
pace.
there a ban button, Andy?
You do have an objective
Yes, hang
things
on.
which you can take your time with, but it just depends on how
I can actually add to a block list in Restream chat. The trouble is, we need Ches because he is the executive research desk. Unofficial title, unpaid.
Literally, he's the desk. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He's literally just him on his
Yeah.
knees
Yeah,
and his
he's the
arms
chair.
like that.
He's a desk.
Um,
Together we'll make an office. That'll be fine.
yeah.
I need some new
right.
furniture.
But yeah, no, you guys, I'm really
Free for a
hoping
good hope.
you guys do enjoy battle stations. Really
It's
do. I know
something.
Buzzing.
Definitely.
we have got a few people coming down. I think we've got Carty coming down, Jez, Orange Spartan. I think who else is it coming?
I never
know
you
realised
invited
Jez was
I did
our
speak
jail
to
game
Cam, man,
until I started
but-
seeing
Cam
all
Man,
these
that's
TikToks.
it. My brain just went.
I did
Nope.
speak to him, but I can't remember if he's actually coming or not.
I think he might be. I'm not 100%. I know there's quite a few booked in, which will be fun because there's just more targets to shoot.
You can get the opportunity
Target
to
rich
tell Adam
environment.
again then.
Oh,
You'll get
we
to
just
see,
wondered
you'll
whether
get to
we
see
caused
what we
absolute
play
chaos.
like there.
So speaking of like, because we sort of, I'm just reading some of the comments. You've got like London Ghost saying about getting ice plates and stuff, which brings us cold.
Oh, they made me soggy.
Moist.
Delightful.
Moist.
So the Fallout show has just come out. It's kind of airsoft related because I can guarantee 100% you're going to start seeing Vault loadouts going around and
I
like,
would
all the
fucking
like the
love
wasteland
one.
and that. Which I mean, it's a Jersey stand that he's booked for Saturday. The thing is, like,
Yay.
I haven't seen them do it for a while, but Apocalypse at Frontier Airsoft up in Stafford, like that is like honestly, as far as post-apocalyptic games go, that is literally like living Fallout. It's awesome fun, but I reckon you're going to see more and more of this. But oh my god, it's awesome! It's fucking amazing, honestly.
No
Spoiler-free
spoilers.
zone.
No
Yeah.
I'm not going to say much about it because I mean I'm only one episode in at the moment myself.
I
'cause I've only just
love
started
the
watching
Fallout games, and I was so excited for the show, and I can't wait to see what sort of loadouts and stuff people come up with. Because
apart from was it Vault
just
76, which was the
awesome.
one that we don't talk about in Fallout.
we don't
games.
talk about Fallout 76. It's terrible.
That's like the female Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Don't talk about that.
Oh, and we're cancelled. Thanks, Adam.
it was
Yeah,
a
we
good
don't talk about
idea.
Fallout
It's
76,
Oh,
enough
but-
movie.
Shall we just
I'd love
clip
to
that
know.
so it just makes Adam look really bad? So we'll just make one little clip of him just going, just like the female Ghostbusters, and just leave it without any more context or any follow up.
And then somebody going, dropping them on.
Yeah. Get Barack
I'd love to know
Obama
if
doing his little
anybody's-
mic drop.
Yeah.
If anybody's watching that likes Fallout, etc., I'd love to know what your favourite Fallout game is and why.
Yeah,
Just
in
a
the
little
comments
tidbit in there. Yeah.
or after, just let us know what your favourite one of the Fallout games was.
Mine's New Vegas for the theming, and it was the first one I played, so I just love
Do
it.
you know the bit that weirded me out, right? And to this day, it still weirds me out because we're looking after Jenny's brother's bearded dragon at the moment, and when he's let out of his viv and he's running around, it literally reminds me of the bloody salamanders at the start of New Vegas running up.
geckos.
You go,
Yeah.
I had that ridiculous grin on them as well, and they're just going,
Yeah.
they're just like, no, die.
I've never played Fallout.
It's not.
You've
I
not
think
played
it's
it.
Sonia now, to be honest.
And what does this button do?
Bye.
Gone.
That's okay, because I've not played it either.
Yeah, we can't get rid of you. That's unfortunate. Ghost of Sand Fallout 3, a solid choice. Mayo, so I think Fallout 3 was sort of the first one that really set up for like the modern standard of what the games could be.
Yeah.
And like, I could be wrong, but like personally, it's the first sort of open world game like that I actually can remember.
Yeah.
It's the music as well. Brad was saying that he liked the Division when it came out. It was all useful. It was like the Division.
Yeah,
when it
Division was
came
a
I
out. It was all
genuinely,
useful, yeah.
in the car the other day, in preparation for the series, had the Fallout playlist on in the car while I was driving.
Nerd.
And I was listening to it. It was great.
The thing is, though, it's like that classic sort of like the 50s style, like the Rat Pack numbers and all that.
Yeah.
It just makes it, and it's just like classic timeless music in the background that just makes it.
Absolutely.
And it's I've still got a copy of Fallout 4 actually for the PC, unopened, with the Pip-Boy that you could put your smartphone in.
I used to have the mini nuke that you got. You could buy like all of the games in, and I used to have the mini nuke that made a noise if you press the button, but it fell off the top of my wardrobe one time and smashed, and then it broke.
What noise did it make?
Obviously.
Oh, that's how Ailey's first house disappeared.
And
what else we got here? So we got the
Yeah,
Metro
ripped by
Games race.
Brad.
The Metro Games are cool, but at the same time, they just take a lot of getting into. You've got to be really dedicated to playing the Metro Games to actually play them. Oh, that was an awkward silence.
Never played
No,
the Metro
honest-
games either.
It's all about just games.
Yeah, honestly, like I can see so many loadouts coming out of this. In fact, I've seen a couple of people already on Instagram from the States making Fallout-related
I
content.
will be
on
interested to see. I do like seeing the dedication that some people put and the effort as well
Oh yeah, definitely.
that they put into it
100%.
is amazing.
it's just
It really
having
is.
the time and money and inclination to do it.
Well, we have
isn't it?
two players actually that play regular battle station. They have samurai suits on. Henry and Hoi
that's
Long.
fair.
They're Pew Club Entertainment. They're absolutely brilliant guys, but they've always got the exactly same outfit on, proper samurai. It's
That's
just
cool.
it's brilliant. It is so cool.
I
And
wish I
then
had
with
like an
Cameron.
ounce of creativity in my body to be able to sort of do these things, but I just don't.
And then there's Cameron,
That
who
was
I've had on
stuff.
the show before, but some of his
Oh,
loadouts
yes.
just...
Yeah.
Really cool.
He's
yeah.
honestly like, so those who haven't come across Cameron, he's just like, well, you probably recognised one of the photos of him. I just need to, and do you know what? He needs to get that Percival guy, that music. Like, it's like medieval techno music. It's the most random thing in the world, but it works, and it's really annoying. But like,
Oh, he actually plays
like
in
loadouts
that?
like that. Yeah, he played that.
You definitely hear it, won't you? You might not feel it, but you'd hear it.
He played a game
Like-
and he thought he had tinnitus after the game because all he could hear was ding 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 because everyone's just going for the headshots.
To be fair, that must be a satisfying noise actually shooting that.
He's done all sorts. He's done ghosts. I'd assume that's a ghost. What else we got here? Things like that. He's had a pith helmet on before.
I think everyone must have
there
at
he
least played one game or like in some form of fancy dress. It is fun.
Yeah, who would do a thing like that, eh?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Weirdos.
Yeah.
You see some amazing loadouts that here sometimes, and people just go to all the effort. There was one at Gunman actually, where a lad was dressed up in a full Japanese World War II stuff. He had everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've seen
I
people
took a
at,
picture of him actually because I was like, "Wow, look at that! The effort he'd put into that was amazing."
We've
that's
seen
really
people
cool.
I think it was Dirty Dog before now, wasn't it, that were dressed as sort of authentic German soldiers from World War
Oh,
One. I want to say I'm not good with that era of history.
yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
Um,
and they were just going for it. It was great.
The only problem I have with like World War One, World War Two era is certain symbology needs to make sure to be left off of it. Like I get,
Yeah, there was
you want
none of
sort
that,
some degree of historical.
Thing, yeah.
There was Adam. You may remember it from a few years ago. There was the guy that had the full sort of SS officer's uniform on. He had, he had the armbands on with it, everything, throwing the salutes up, and you're just like, he wondered why he got slated for it. He got absolutely crucified online.
I watched a thing of a guy and a woman who were getting married, and he was dressed as an SS officer. She was in some like 1940s wedding dress, and all of his that's literally what they were wearing. They gave each other like SS rings, honestly, and they were literally properly getting married. I was like, what is going?
That's a little bit too
Each
much
to their
devotion.
own.
Yeah. The thing is, it's just being respectful as well of the audience that you're going to be in for the day, because you don't know who's going to get offended by stuff these days.
Well, we have the Severn Valley Railway here, and so they do
sort of
war weekends.
I was going to say throwback.
And every kind of year they knock something else off. So it's like, I mean, I've been to a few, just to walk around and look at what they've got. And it's like one year they then banned, I don't know, let's just say the armbands. The next year they then banned this, and then the next year they banned this. So a lot of the German reenactment groups refuse to go now. They're like, well, we can't. What do you expect to wear?
Yeah.
So,
which I get it, but obviously at the same time it needs to be considerate of other people.
We've had quite a lot to talk about, but I think we need to move on now.
Oh god!
So Eddie, we need to talk to you. You're our guest.
I was enjoying myself as well. God.
Not having to say anything.
Oh dear. So, Lonestar Tactical. I first came across you at the UCAL event last year.
For
all of the few hours that you were there, was it, Andy?
Before you went home because you were annoyed because it was raining.
It was horrendous.
It was raining. It was. Yeah, I remember.
It was horrendous.
Yeah, but some of us stuck it out, Andy.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Some of us are not fair weather shooters.
Hey, do you remember what happened last time I played in the rain? What happened, Adam? No, my fucking T10 shit itself and died.
Oh,
well, that's what you get for having fancy electrics in it, isn't it?
We've got fancy electrics. Shut your face. Go eat your McDonald's.
It's already gone, mate.
Hulk, call sign Hulk is asking, by the way, what your favourite camo at the moment for a mesh mask is, Eddie, on Instagram.
That's a real tough one. That is really tough. There is so many. What you mean personally? What I would buy if I was going to buy?
Yeah. What would you buy?
Well, I mean, obviously, I've got to say, I don't know. I really don't know. That's a proper on the spot moment.
We're just putting it
I personally wear black. But I really like the Flecton. We went to a lot of effort to get that right, and so that's probably why I like it. But there's
a labour of love.
Yeah, I mean, I can't use the actual multi. I can't say that word because it's trademarked. But that took a year to get that colour, to get that pattern and colour right. So, yeah, I don't know really. I mean, I'd probably say if I was going to go onto the website and buy one now, I would probably ultimately go for black.
Do you prefer the ones that cover your nose or the ones that go underneath it?
That's really dependent on where I'm playing.
I definitely prefer the ones that cover my nose because I do not want to get shot anywhere.
I do when I'm marshalling, and that bright pink one that I've got from Eddie. I've actually all my lower face. That's all I wear, to be honest.
If I'm playing kind of like woodland and things like that, then I'll pretty much go under the nose because the chances of getting shot are quite slim. I know you will, but it's always going to be the way when you're not covering your nose, you're going to get shot in the nose. But
it's always the way.
but generally speaking, I mean, if it's woodland, then I normally go under the nose. If it's CQB, absolutely over the nose, and anywhere else I can cover my face as well.
Definitely, always.
I mean, the main thing as well,
because I'm just paranoid, basically. But if I'm in woodland or anywhere a bit more open, then
I love the fact that you do all the bright colours and that as well, and they're just so soft and comfy, and they cover quite a bit of your neck. They are really comfy masks.
And the one that I've got, I think it's I'm going to say this wrong. Sierra Ops one, is it? But you can pull it up over your head as well, so it doesn't falling down, etc. That's the one.
I think that's the one I got, wasn't it?
Yes, you've got the same one as me, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, I preferred that as well because it was an extra sort of layer to absorb the moisture off the top of my head when I'm playing.
Not your towel.
I'll be honest.
literally.
It's I've tried to produce as many different options as possible. That's the idea, and not one option may suit everybody. And some. I mean, I sweat a lot in a game, hence why I don't play a lot. So anything that covers my head, that's it. I'll just pour. So it's just a normal snood for me. The Bravo one is good. If you really are a sweater, it helps to draw the sweat away. The Sierra Plus, yeah. I mean that the reason it's called Plus is because as you know, you can wear it as a balaclava or as a snood. So there's not going to be any more.
I like that you've got the option now
versions.
to do what you want depending on where you are.
That's the versions finished. There's not going to be any more. There's another 3 designs which I won't go into, but they're for specific applications. Basically, they're just more of a like hangy, if that makes sense. They just hang.
They just hang, just chill there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can't let everything. You can't tell us everything, but it's like, it's all right. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll wait and see what you've done.
Looking forward to it.
We just had Chesty say that he's just ordered his Sierra Plus. So don't keep you too late. He needs to package it and send it out.
Don't worry, I'll pack it. It's raw mail come every day, so they'll be coming and collecting his tomorrow.
That's more than I fucking get. We have them turn up on a Sunday afternoon now, and that's the only time they come to our house.
Wow.
Honestly, it's atrocious. It's so embarrassing. We were sitting here the other Sunday, and literally about 18 letters come through the door, and one was like a birthday card about a week late.
Oh, it's terrible. So I look forward to seeing these new masks though. I do like them, and obviously I wear them. I wear them a lot.
You guys will know that as you go through airsoft, like the more you do it, the more you get to know more people. And it's there's a couple of people that are starting up something which I'm not going to mention because they've asked me not to. And the masks really have been designed for them.
Okay.
So they may or may not be sold by Lonestar Tactical, but they are our products basically that were designed for them. So as for any more colours and things like that, I'm not entirely sure. I've been working on colours for ages, and some of them have just proved nearly impossible to get right, if I'm brutally honest.
To be fair, you have got quite a good range of different colours and patterns.
Definitely.
You've never got the ones that everybody wants.
No, I know. I know. There's always someone's. Oh, have you? Yeah.
It's like I came looking for a black one, just a normal one. You're like, oh, I've got that, but I've got the Sierra Plus. I was like, it's fine. I'll just have that one. It's fine.
At the events, the black multi sir, and olive, they're pretty much they sell out pretty much.
Yeah,
I've got two of the black ones. I've got one of your balaclava ones. I think that's in one of the multicam sort of ones, like different colours. And I've got obviously the neon pink one for whenever I marshal. Yeah, that stays in my car.
The thing is that the neon ones were like somebody actually messaged me once and said, "Oh, can you bring out one for a marshal?" And we want it in neon green, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So then I did a bit of research, and then some said, "Oh, neon pink," and some said neon orange. And I thought, "Oh, well, we'll just do those." They do pretty well, really. I mean,
they are one of the best things for marshalling. Honestly, they're amazing because they protect you for one.
Stand out as well.
Yeah, they protect you for one. They obviously they're nice and cool because the fabric's lovely, but they stand out. They can see it because a lot of people they'll just see black or
they'll see movement or
something, and they'll just see it and they'll shoot. But then you see a luminous pink or something, and it's like that's not no.
Yeah, don't do that.
It saved me quite a few shots, so I am glad you brought them out.
I should do helmet covers as well.
I don't wear a helmet. I wear caps because it gets too warm.
I was going to say the trouble I had when I first got my M-Tech, the biggest problem I had was finding the cover, and the only cover I could find was an Agilite, which is like a pucker one.
I know.
And I mean, getting hold of them these days is probably more and more difficult given where they're based. But
Good
that's
stuff,
just
though.
the nature of the world at the moment. It is good quality product, and
Yeah.
you know you're getting the real steel thing. But at the same time, if someone can come up with an alternative that's just as good quality, you'd get for a decent price point. Because I think it cost me, before all the tax and everything, I think it was about $89
Yeah,
for a helmet cover.
that's real steel prices right there.
Yeah, well that's it. you know the pelters were 600.
Yeah.
That's without the PTT as well. The PTT is another 100 odd quid.
Well, I
I
think
just don't think I'd be spending that much on airsoft stuff. Like,
well,
I'd rather just get cheap and whatever, and if it works, it's fine. If it gets shut out, then I'm not like that bothered about it. I'll just get another one.
personally, for me, I just like military stuff anyway. So kind of buying expensive stuff that I don't really use. Lonestar ghillie suits. No, I'm not doing Lonestar ghillie suits, but I know somebody would.
I was waiting for you to see that one. I was like, I'll just talk.
So I buy a lot of the real steel stuff because, in fact, I don't think, other than the airsoft rifles, I don't own anything else airsoft. Everything else is real steel. But that's just because I like the stuff, and I think it's like an investment. You know, it's like, why
It's
not?
going to last. You know, it's going to last, right? And things like that.
I've got OpsCore amps on my helmet, you know, and everybody knows they're very expensive, but at the moment they're the best. You know, there isn't any better. And I take some of my stuff to Germany and use, so it's kind of, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense in that like environment then, basically, because you need that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's obviously each to their own on what you prefer and what you
can afford, really,
and what you can afford. Yes, live within your means.
Yeah, that's
right.
I don't. Yeah, that's why my bank hates me.
Kerry, what was that you were asking?
I was just seeing if he's asking if he's got any other new stuff that's going to be coming out soon, or that we have.
We did have a conversation about this, and I think the answer I got was a yes, but can't be discussed at this time.
Oh, okay, so we can't go into that one then.
all I can say is that the new stuff, a lot of it's been developed by professional people and used, like, trialed by professional people. And we're hoping, or I'm hoping, to launch it all about mid-May. That's it.
Not too long then. All right,
we'll be looking forward to that then.
Yeah. So, but it's cost. I don't want to.
Yeah, don't worry about that bit.
I just want to say,
we just want to see
if I don't
see
say how
the
much that it's cost, then it doesn't exist.
Go maths.
Where did Lone Star start? Really, what was it that made you want to do it?
Give me 1 second. I've just got to send this message quick, else I'm going to get shot.
Okay, he's obviously in trouble.
No, it's fine. No, there's no problem. But yeah, hold on.
Just while you send.
Where did Lone Star start? Okay, so basically that I don't know. I mean, I started playing airsoft in about 2006. And really, anything, face protection really wasn't available then. And everybody was wearing British DPM, or very occasionally something else, or a pair of tracksuit bottoms. Most people, yeah.
Hey,
so I've kind of been in it a long time, but I kind of dipped in and out of it, and I kind of did what everybody hates to do, and they give up and they sell all the gear, and then they wish they hadn't, and then a few years goes by and they get into it again. But as for the brand of Lone Star, like masks, I started a website that was selling pretty much everything airsoft. I just had a random thing of where I thought, I'm going to start selling stuff, just like most people like the idea of. But obviously, it's actually hard to make an airsoft business properly. So I've just started selling loads of different stuff, airsoft stuff. Then I stocked another brand of mask, actually, at first, from Germany, and really great products. In fact, I was just going to get this in, that every face protection product that you can buy is pretty much really good. There's nothing negative to say about any of the other competitors. But where I was buying them from, or was getting them from to sell, he just couldn't produce them fast enough. So I did a bit of research, and that was that. And it was kind of, I I might get some of my own made. So I basically bought one of all the ones that were available, of various different people selling them. And I looked at them all, and I looked at the materials, and I looked at the mesh that they were using, and the shapes and the styles, and pretty much tried to take the best bits what I thought from each mask, and incorporate them into one. Then obviously we went with stainless steel, and we went powder coated, and so that kind of like pushed it a bit higher. And that was it really. The name Lone Star was, funnily enough, Texas, obviously. But I always had that name for some reason. The name Lone Star was always in my head. And, going back 20 years ago, I remember saying to a friend of mine when in Airsoft, he said about starting a business. And I said, well, if I ever start a business, I'm going to call it Lone Star. And it was like, it was a throwaway comment. It was not even meant to be the truth, really. It was just like the cuff. And that was it. So, so I ordered a load of different ones. I ordered 5 different colours. That took about, I'd say, nearly a year to get them right. And then we launched them on the 27th or the 28th of November. I had 100 masks and they sold in less than an hour. And it was like, that's it.
That's really good going.
That's really, really good.
Yeah. Now, if you think at that time, my other website that was the website that I was selling them on was selling BBs and new pro stuff and, all these different branded stuff. And, I had more orders in that 1 hour than I'd had in a month. So it was like,
I think that says something.
This is the way to go, so, and then it just spiraled out of control from there.
It keeps you busy.
Yeah, it's a labour of love, really, to be honest. It's like a love-hate relationship.
To be fair, you've done really well, and it is a really good design.
Yeah.
It really is.
Oh, yeah.
I know so many people that
my thing as well is the customer service we had. So
it's terrible, not really.
It's terrible. It's awful.
It's all right.
It's so. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I got one off of you at the UCAL event because I was like, I'll try out a different mask. And it had obviously come from a supplier you'd had an issue with that supplier on that particular batch and it just didn't fit. It wouldn't stretch or anything. And I was just like, I'll just leave it. And Adam said to me, no. I said to Adam and Adi, and they went, no, that's not right. And they said, he's here. Let's go and see him. And you just literally went, I know about it. There you go. And sorted it out straight away. No questions asked. Whereas... And it's that face-to-face service as well,
Yeah.
If you start talking to someone over Facebook, it's easy for them to just ignore messages and stuff, whereas you're actually on it and you'll deal with it and send it straight, sort it out there and then.
Customer service is a big thing personally for me. I try to give customer service the way I like to have it myself, which is obviously quite rare, really. Most, everything's phones or emails or whatever. And I will honestly say, there's sometimes where I miss emails or stuff like that. And, those things happen.
You're only human.
But when it comes to, I'll be quite honest, over the past 2 and a bit years that I've run this business, there's not been a night where I've slept fully. And that's because, you're answering emails from the US at 2:30 in the morning, answering things from the manufacturers at 3:15 in the morning. And it like I say, it's a really, I want people to be happy with the product that they buy. Obviously I want them to last as long as possible, but obviously I want them to come back and buy more.
I'm still going,
in every colour.
In every colour. And generally speaking,
every loadout.
40% of sales every month are recurring revenue. That's people that have bought them and they're coming back. So that tells me a lot,
So a face mask for every occasion.
That's right.
Quite literally, yeah.
You get some requests with some people, somebody might email and say, "Oh, can you do this color or that color?" And you have to kind of weigh it up because production to kind of get one color might take 2 or 3 months to make sure the color's right, and then it's whether how many people are going to buy this mask. It might take me, I don't know, 30 hours to cook it over a space of 2 months to get this color. So you have to weigh it up. And as for the masks and the colours, there are a few more colours that I've been trying to get going. Because obviously I think you guys know, but what I try and do is the colours that we have are not off the shelf colours, so they might look the same, but the pattern might be slightly different, or the colour might be slightly different. And the reason behind that is then you're not breaking any copyrighting rules and trademarking and things like. Here's a prime example. So like the multicam, that's not multicam, so it's an MTP stroke multicam, but I can't call it that anymore. So it's MT stroke MC. But it's like it's the multicam pattern, but the MTP colors.
Yeah.
So you it's like a mix of both, in order that you're not. So it kind of not only it means that it's your own color or your own patterning color, but also then it kind of gives the best, broadest fit for most people's kit. So it means that if somebody buys it, generally speaking, it's going to, at least relatively good, match. So that's what we try and do with all the colors, but it's hard. It is hard. And, getting a new color could take 3 months, backwards and forwards. And what looks great in a picture from the manufacturer arrives and you're like, well, that's not right. So then you have to then send it again. So what I tend to do now is I buy the material and send it to them and say that's what I want to copy, and then what we then do is edit once we've kind of got that color and the pattern right. So, it's
quite a long process.
Realise how much work goes into it.
Yeah. People just see you turn up at a show. They don't see that you're working 16 to 18 hours every day, trying to make it all work. And that's. But having said that, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I also wouldn't do it.
You got to keep going.
I've had this comment up for a while, but we've not had an actual sort of breakdown until now. But Dan just saying, so it's great to see the evolution from the stand opposite us at the Gunman weekend a few years ago to the big setups you have now and the massive range, and like a professional stand at the end of the day. Let's be honest, let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah. And I was going to say, I know you said the other day that you've got a bit of a bigger area at NAFs this year as well. Is that because you're expanding? You've got a bigger range, etc. So
the obviously the Lonestar Pro is going to be the secondary brand, which is this logo, and it's kind of like, let's call it the sister brand. But it's, as I say, it's all like professional graded gear. So it's not designed for airsoft. Okay. Obviously, if you want to buy it, then you can. But it's really kind of geared to a professional market. That's the idea. So I will be having the first stall. Hang on, let me just check. Shift Your Riffs is the first event we're doing this year. And so both stalls will be there. So not all of the new stuff, but a good selection of the new stuff will be there. But I mean, the list of new products is endless. So I've got a huge list of about 150 products.
I look forward to see it all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. It's a shame I can't get up to Shift Your Riffs, really. We could have done a little bit of a live stream. I'm going to be banned from Airsoft on that weekend.
What date?
Yeah, definitely that weekend.
The next one after that one is the Midlands Airsoft Fair.
I was going to say, I think me and Adam might be there. Also, hopefully.
The Midlands Airsoft Fair. That's a conversation I need to have as well.
Yeah, and then the next one after that is the UCAL charity event.
See, we're away for that one, so we're not making it this time, unfortunately. But
well, I'll see all of you.
I might try and pop down on that one and just show my face for a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new stuff. It's it's a bit like I was when I bought the mask out. It's like, am I doing the right thing? Have I got the right things? And the conversation we had like before the live stream, been helped a lot by professional people in Europe who's kind of helped to design a lot of the stuff. They've tried a lot of it, so. If it's good enough for them, it's got to be good enough for us as airsofters.
100%. Thank you, whoever tested it. They're brilliant.
And the thing is, even if it's aimed at real steel, you will still get people within airsoft that want want to buy the real steel kit.
The thing that
That's
makes me
like I
laugh
was-
though is the
me and you were
meme that
chatting
you see
about
on the
and stuff.
internet, and it's like when you get airsoft, it's like, oh, mil spec, and then it's like you see the actual guys from the military like,
Yeah. It's just a whole new world, really.
Yeah.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Airsoft Show Karaoke Hour.
This
Yeah,
is what it's got to now.
And I haven't even had that much whiskey.
It
so I
is
wanna be
literally a whole
joining
new
it.
world, though.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
it is a whole new world.
Oops.
So that's where we're going now. So hopefully this year is going to be kind of running both, and we'll see what happens next
Even
year.
more busier.
And you've already got sort of that loyal customer base as well, so I'm sure
This is it.
it'll go well.
Yeah.
So.
And,
I think that
and
that's important as well.
Yeah.
And it's like I mean, I'm probably not active on social media like I should be, with the business and that, but I kind of like it to be a bit organic and just kind of find its
I was
own
going to say,
place.
you don't really need
meet
to,
people
like
face to
word of
face,
mouth.
etc.
Like,
When you see them.
Yeah.
I
And that's
Yeah,
how
it's
Andy
not like
ended up
you're
getting his, because I said
constantly
how
pushing
good
all the
mine
time.
was, and then Andy was like, "Oh, I think I should get one." So yeah.
It is. It's all word of mouth. I guarantee you, every time I marshal, someone will comment on the pink mask, or when I play, they'll be like, "Oh, where did you get that one from?" And it's like,
Roadshow
well,
team.
yeah, you need a road.
That aimed at you, Chesney. Is that you? You are the roadshow team.
Dan's seeking a sponsorship. That's what it is. I
Yeah.
bet you. I think
He
the
could run the
sponsorship
stalls.
the sponsorship should be he pays you to showcase your products.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
almost like a business transaction, like purchasing from a shop, maybe. And
Yeah, that could work. That's a great
Yeah.
idea,
Yeah.
actually.
how's that
No
for?
way. That'll never take off.
No,
No, it should.
it's airsoft. He's entitled to everything he wants. Ree.
Okay, I'll say this.
Send me free things.
If anybody's got a problem with anything that they purchase from Lonestar Tactical, then Klaus here will sort them out. He hovers in the background. He's about 7 foot tall with a tiny head. So
Or just go. Or as I said, just go speak to Eddie and he'll fucking sort it out there and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then just go and speak to him. At the end of the day, how many times over the years have we seen you go to
Companies,
the
shall we
internet
say?
and someone's like, I had this product and it didn't, and the keyboard warriors come out instantly, and it's like
Yeah.
they've not even.
But at the same time, you're like, "Well, did you say anything to them about it?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Well, no."
Or the bane
How
of
would
my
you expect them to fix it then?
bane of my fucking life is the ones that order something on a Sunday and go, why hasn't my product turned up this
Yeah.
morning on a Monday
Yeah.
morning at 7:00?
Generally speaking, thankfully, touching wood, I don't get many of those.
Yeah.
The ones that I've only had maybe a handful that have, I'll be honest, it's disheartening, when you get something where somebody writes something and yet they haven't spoken to you, you haven't been given the chance to put it right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because stuff happens. We're dealing with, like, I think it's in there just over 2 and a bit years, we're up to about 34,000 masks, and stuff's going to happen. There's going to be a problem.
There's going to be issues
And-
every now and then.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
so
expected.
wherever possible, then I'll try and sort it out. That's cool.
I think that's people need to realise. Yeah, they need to
Yeah.
know that they come to. So I speak to you, I think, mostly on Instagram. So even through there, like, you're approachable. Just
He's
send
down
your
again.
messages. He is,
20
yeah.
minutes ago. You can come and pick it up. You don't live far.
He's
Do you
on
know
one
what?
tonight, isn't he?
when I see Dan typing messages like that, I can literally only think of one thing, and
Where are we going with this?
is
What is that?
because he's going, oh, it's awful, it's terrible, and all I can think of is
Sometimes I'm
these
scared
two.
of the thoughts that Andy has and then doesn't
Yeah.
tell us about.
I'm searching for an image. That's why. It's awful, it's terrible, it's the worst. Ah.
Yeah.
Like an old man complaining.
It is literally.
But yeah, it's I take my hat off to anybody that starts up a new business. To be honest, it's very difficult. And
No, you're doing
a
really
lot of
well.
hard work.
Done really well.
So
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully
I
the
can't wait to
people
see where you go
will
this
carry on.
year. Really looking forward
exciting.
to the.
I can't wait to see where it goes this year. Hopefully, only upwards. So
just Chesney to come in with the fucking Muppets Christmas Carol reference there as well.
They say driving, no texting and driving.
Yeah, he said, Adam, have words, mate.
In the car.
He's in the car and then he's obviously messaging.
Excuse me.
Tap.
Yeah, Adam's going to have words.
Yeah, go and get my ticket book.
he's openly admitted it to it on the internet as well. We've got all the evidence here in the comments section.
Exactly.
Tap.
But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to seeing what you come out with. I need to get a new mask at some point as well. Get a different colour, maybe a different style, and try that one out and see how that works around with it as well.
You got a waterproof one so it doesn't end up going home.
no.
I think that's inevitable. Oh.
I love this.
I have the power.
I've got one with a chemical built into it. I think it's called like anti-lazyitis or something. So it's so good for the skin.
Can you have one that helps me sleep when I'm near the motorway?
Yeah.
Look, we put up with it, Andy, so shut your face.
Yeah, but I don't like camping. I mean, to be fair, you were lucky you got me for what, 4 days was it at NAF last year?
Yeah, NAF will get. Yeah, well, we're definitely a NAF this year.
Yeah. That's another conversation for another day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have a chat with you after the episode about something with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I can say really is, guys, make sure you go check out the website. So, what's your website?
LonestarTactical.co.uk.
Boom. There you go.
That's it.
Could you do a mask?
Daniel, I just have to correct you now. It's Lotso the Bear. Thank you very much.
Someone's watched too much Toy Story.
Disney nerd.
Don't put another idea having scented ones.
Yeah, Oda Airsoft, just like sweat, McDonald's and Monster Energy drink.
It's when I'm picking the jail because obviously the rooms are quite small and sort of enclosed. Walk into a room and all you can smell is like sweaty.
Oh, he just slapped you right there.
Fart.
Yeah, delightful.
Yeah.
And that's just Ailey.
Yeah. Dear. It's all right. I spend 20 minutes waiting for you lot to fucking come and find me. I'm just standing there looking waving at bloody Harris out the window from our team, just going, and he still didn't clock that it was me and just walked off. And I was just like, okay, I had to take the fight to Josh.
I'll just be here.
Anyone to actually do anything.
I was too busy running to protect my girlfriend.
I died immediately.
Well, when she was going, he left me without a torch inside.
Mr. Chesney needs to message me. Mr. Chesney does. Because he's placed an order, but it's not come through on the website. So I need to. He has put the order in, but it's not shown on the website. So tell him.
How dare you?
He's got to message me to say what he's actually ordered.
Oh.
Unacceptable.
Occasionally, Mayo UK saying that he's back in the market for Face Pro, so he's going to check it out. Adam, mate, honestly, these masks are spot on.
Yeah,
you know, I've used other brands, and this is probably the most. Not even just because Eddie's here, but it's honestly the most comfortable one that I've had so far.
100%. I can even vouch for that. I always use it, and obviously I spend all day marshalling in it. So you're looking at about between 8 and 10 hours. I'll be having the mask, and it's brilliant because I just drop it down when I need to during the game. Literally up. Sorted, I'm safe.
And you can sort of mould them to your face as well. So.
Yeah, they are absolutely brilliant. Best thing I've ever used.
You've got pros and cons for every different manufacturer, to be honest. Every person that supplies it, yeah. So it's do a bit of research. Whoever's going to buy one, do a bit of research, look about, and then hopefully we'll see you back.
Just buy them.
The products should speak for themselves, I would say. So
They do.
If I could find iPro that didn't steam up, I'd just constantly run around in glasses and one of your masks.
I use blocks. Blocks don't steam up.
That's point
Whoa. You can't say that. You can't say they don't steam
I
up
would
for
say
you.
they
They do
do
for me.
steam up,
Yeah.
Really?
but not
Yeah.
as badly as other brands.
See, mine
Yeah.
never. I've never had the issue with mine. Okay, then for
Obviously
me
not
it
running
doesn't.
around enough.
Like with other brands,
Oh, you wait till you see
about
Saturday,
30
mate.
seconds.
Wait till
I'm literally
Saturday.
stumbling about, can't see anything.
I thought
They are better
Adam
than
just
other
said.
brands, but not foolproof, I would say.
I honestly
They're
thought
very
Adam
good.
said that she wasn't round enough, not that she wasn't running round enough at first. I was like, "Oh, you rude bastard."
I've just got images. Is it Noddy, the policeman, that's like a wobbly toy that just rolls around?
Yeah, all right. There's no need to call me out like that, babe. Oh,
I'll look forward to Saturday now. I'll make sure I bring me inhaler.
I'm built for
Well,
comfort.
have it in your mouth like fucking Thomas the Tank Engine puffing away
Yeah,
all
you wouldn't
day.
see it because it'll be under the mask.
Okay, Henry was stuck in the tunnel because he didn't like the rain.
Can't avoid the rain at this site, mate. You can't avoid it.
It's the way Ailey just sat there going, "Why have I been kicked? You're the one that made the joke."
Well, that's just rude.
Shocking.
Dear. I think it's about time we call it a day there, really.
I would
Yeah.
say so, yeah.
Oh, one comment that Chesney did make just while we're wrapping up.
Oh, yes,
He
Holman's.
said that apparently Holman's is shutting.
I hear that it's not the site, though, it's the owners that can't run it anymore, and they are potentially looking for new owners, is what I hear on the grapevine. I am sad about this because we were sort of planning, or maybe planning to
Take
go
our kit on holiday with us.
Yeah, when we go on holiday. So hopefully they might be able to find someone that would like to take over the site and keep it going. Because it would be a shame to see another site go, definitely.
Well,
Yeah, I
I'm going to
tried
have
it,
to
yeah.
send a message after this now because I didn't know anything about that. But I know the
heard
person
it
who
on the
runs it.
grapevine on Tuesday.
Basically,
Don't take it as gospel, but that's what I heard.
Chesney said this. We'll let
Can't
Eddie
use
go and
mine
do the
anymore.
research, and he'll confirm for us, I'm sure.
They cannot use the mine anymore. Oh, right, okay.
Oh,
So it's not James, closing. It's they can't use the mine.
oh okay.
We'll have to get them to actually find out what is, so we know for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
That's your tasking for next show, Dan.
Yeah, Mr. Executive.
I was going to say, otherwise Eddie's going to be taking a spot as head researcher, so...
we need
I think
facts.
we actually need to make that official. We should, anyone who's watched Bad Friends or listened to Bad Friends over the years, he could basically be George from the early days. We just basically throw abuse at him, and then we get him to carry out tasks for us, and then he's just there as our punching bag.
Like Taskmaster.
Yeah, he is the Alex Horn. Right, so really all I think we can say there is where can people find you?
Me?
Yeah.
You.
What do you mean? The website?
What?
No, you. On
Website,
socials.
socials, whatever, wherever. What sites are you at? Where do you live?
Wherever people can watch you.
What's your
Not
blood
where I
type?
live.
What's your social security number?
Occasionally I'm at Gunman Airsoft, but that's very rare. That's not because I don't like it. It's just because I don't get.
You just don't
I
like
hate
this
it.
anymore.
It's how silky you hate it. It's the worst
Can't
site
stand you,
Yeah.
horrible people.
Or-
And then the socials, you asking me off the top of my head, I'm no good at this stuff. I think it's at Lonestar Tactical UK is the Instagram one. As for any of the others, I haven't got a clue. And,
ever. You know, it's Lonestar Tactical.
If you
and
put
I'm sure
Lonestar
you'll
Tactical,
find it.
I think it's Lonestar Tactical for Facebook.
Mhm.
And there's Lonestar Tactical Gear is on TikTok. And
You might get to see Eddie with a strange beaver filter on for no apparent reason as well.
oh, what?
If you're on TikTok.
Oh, the beaver, yeah. Occasionally. Well, it's not going to be
Occasionally,
tomorrow.
Eddie gets his beaver out. I beg your
Yeah,
pardon.
I do. Yeah, I do. I actually call it my growler, but not the beaver. But occasionally we do like an hour-long kind of live thing where I am like, I think is a gopher in the snow. Actually,
It could be, actually, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And just have a bit
Go
of a
for
chit
this, go for
chat
that.
and stuff. So, I am the man behind the mask. That's right. I am the man in the iron mask. That's me. Yeah. So yeah, we're all over the place. Event-wise, we've got a Shift Your Riffs at the end of May. We've got Midlands Airsoft Fair at start of June. UCAL charity event is the start of July. No Man's Land Weekender is the end of July, and then NAF, obviously, at the end of August.
You're looking at a big super secret notice board right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's the notice board.
So organised.
Yeah, well, Klaus does all the work.
He's a good egg.
Come on, you can't let him take all the credit.
Cool. And that's it from us. So where to find me, Adam, Adi, and Kerry. And I guess all we really have to say is this.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away.
Hey, boo!
Boo!
And that's it for this week, guys. Take care. See you soon. Look after each other and don't be a dick. Bye.